The Last Gift from Grandma. I still remember the way her house smelled. A mix of old books, lavender, and something warm, like love that had settled into the walls over decades. Every Sunday, without fail, I would drive down that quiet street, park under the same crooked tree, and walk up those familiar steps that creaked like they were announcing my arrival. And before I could even knock, the door would open. "Don't just stand there, come in," she'd say, smiling like she had been waiting all day, because she had. Grandma wasn't just family, she was home. She had this way of making the world feel softer, slower, safer, like no matter how messy life got outside, inside her house, everything would be okay. We'd sit together for hours, sometimes talking, sometimes not. She'd tell me stories from her younger days, stories I'd heard 100 times, but I never got tired of them, because every time she told them, it felt like she was giving me a piece of herself. And I never realized, one day, those stories would be all I had left. Life got busy, like it always does. Work, responsibilities, endless distractions. Calls became shorter, visits became less frequent. I'll go next week, I told myself, more times than I can count. But next week isn't always promised. One evening, I got the call. The kind of call that makes your heart drop before you even hear the words, "She's not doing well." I don't even remember the drive to the hospital. Everything was a blur. Red lights, honking cars, the sound of my own heartbeat louder than anything else. When I finally walked into her room, she looked smaller than I remembered. Fragile. But when she saw me, her eyes lit up, just like they always did. "You took your time," she whispered, with that same gentle humor. I tried to smile, but my throat tightened. "I'm here now," I said, holding her hand. It felt colder than usual, but still familiar. We didn't talk much that night. We didn't need to. Sometimes love doesn't need words. At one point, she reached over to the drawer beside her bed and pulled out a small, worn-out envelope. "I've been meaning to give you this," she said. I looked at it, confused. "What is it?" "Just something for you. Open it later." I wanted to ask more, but something in her eyes told me not to. So I nodded, and I held on to that envelope like it was something important, because somehow I knew it was. The next morning, she was gone. Just like that. No warning, no goodbye. One moment she was there, and the next, she wasn't. People say time stops in moments like that, but it doesn't. It keeps moving, and you're the one left behind, trying to catch up. The days that followed felt empty. Her house was quiet now. Too quiet. No creaking steps, no soft laughter, no voice calling my name from the kitchen. Just silence. I walked through each room slowly, touching things she once used, trying to hold on to something that felt like her. And then I remembered the envelope. I had completely forgotten about it. My hands trembled as I took it out of my bag. It looked simple, old, slightly crumpled at the edges. But it felt heavy. Not in weight, but in meaning. I sat down in her favorite chair, the one by the window where she used to read, and carefully opened it. Inside, there was a letter, written in her handwriting, the kind I could recognize anywhere. I took a deep breath and began to read. "My dear, if you're reading this, it means I'm no longer there to say these things to you in person, and that's okay, because some words are meant to be read when the heart is quiet enough to truly hear them. First, I want you to know how proud I am of you. Not just for what you've achieved, but for who you've become. Kind, strong, thoughtful, even on the days you don't feel like you are. I've watched you grow, stumble, rise again, and every step of the way, you've carried more strength than you realize, and I hope you never forget that. I know life gets busy. I know sometimes you feel like you're falling behind, like you're not doing enough. But listen to me carefully. You are exactly where you need to be. There is no race, no timeline you have to follow. Life isn't about reaching somewhere fast. It's about feeling something real along the way. And you feel deeply. That's your gift. Don't lose it. There will be days when you feel alone, days when the world feels too heavy. On those days, I want you to sit quietly, close your eyes, and remember this. You are loved, more than you know, more than you can see. Love doesn't disappear when people do. It stays, it lingers, it lives in the little things, in memories, in habits, in the way you smile without even realizing it. And a part of me will always be with you, in your laughter, in your kindness, in the way you care for others. That's where I'll live on. And one more thing, don't wait. Don't wait to call someone you love. Don't wait to say what you feel. Don't wait for the right time, because the truth is, the right time is now, always now. I've lived a long life, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. The moments we think we have later are the ones we often lose. So live fully, love deeply, and never be afraid to show it. That's the greatest gift you can give to the world, and to yourself. With all my love, always, Grandma. By the time I finished reading, I couldn't see the page anymore. Tears blurred every word. But somehow, I had never felt closer to her. That letter, it wasn't just words. It was her voice, her presence, her final hug. In that moment, I realized something. Her last gift wasn't the letter. It was everything she had taught me, wrapped into a few simple truths. To slow down, to appreciate, to love without hesitation, and to never take time for granted. That day changed me. I started calling people more often, saying, "I love you," without overthinking it, showing up even when life felt busy, because now I understood what I didn't before. We don't lose people only when they leave this world. Sometimes we lose them in the moments we choose not to be there. And I didn't want to live with that regret anymore. So if you're listening to this right now, this is your sign. Call that person, visit them, hug them a little tighter, because one day memories will be all you have. And trust me, you'll wish you had made more of them. Grandma's last gift wasn't meant just for me, it's for you too. So take it, hold on to it, and don't wait. Not anymore.